Good evening, Nashville. This is James Grady, and I'm live with Ron Sanford. This is Pride Month, as everybody knows, and we are all stuck at home. So, thought we would talk with Ron about ways that people can enjoy Pride virtually. I know you've got an event coming up this month that you hope that people will enjoy.
Yes, I do. A rainbow celebration, June 27th. We go live from a play in Nashville, and we are hitting cities all over the nation. 12 hours.
Now, I know that this is actually a very special fundraising opportunity as well because you and some other folks have come up with the idea to do a national drag museum. Can you tell me a little bit more about where that idea comes from that this event will be supporting?
Yeah. The idea is not new. It's just that we've been several people have been tossing around for years. In fact, when Bianca died, I kept some of her stuff there just for that purpose of one day knowing that there would be a national drag museum. And of
Right.
course, now that Carmela's gone too, we decided to keep some stuff. But it basically came from being bored. Everything I have is shut down. My event center is down. My event company's down. My projects in Punta Cana are down.
Yeah.
And from somebody like me, I've got to have something to do. So I was kind of going back thinking, what can I get involved in? And then when the Pride started closing too down or canceling or postponing, I thought, well, this would be a great way to start something that we had talked about. So I called Susie Wong, Arnold Mint, we had been talking about it before. He had done a small version of it the year that he was Miss Gay America, and so we had been talking about it a little bit on and on. I said, "Hey, look, we've got this time on our hands. Let's do it." So we called. I called a couple of people around here. We got a lawyer. The great team at Waller is representing us. We're going to be a 501c3. We've come up with a board. We've got Cal. Oh, I can't. No, sorry. I've got a whole board from around the country. Kevin Scott, Bob Taylor, the guys from Continental, Angel City Continental, the owner of Club One in Savannah, Cal. We have 7 board members now, and then we're working now on an advisory board, which will be several people. You imagine with this drag world, there's a lot of people around the nation, and we want to get them involved with it too. So we've decided to go ahead and start it. We've not done a whole lot with it because at this point we're still waiting on our 501c3, but we had to have a way to launch it.
Sure.
So I came up with a rainbow celebration. That also came out of a reason of kind of a boredom and also being tired of seeing drag queens doing drag in their living rooms. I mean, I tell you, it's getting much better and much better, but I wanted to put them back on stage live. So
Yes.
we contacted Play and said, hey, can we use your place on that Saturday, which is basically National Pride Day, the 27th.
Mhm.
And we're going to start at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and we're going till about 2:30 the next morning. And of course, at midnight, it will actually be the day of the 51 year celebration of Stonewall, because that's the 28th. So it'll
Okay.
be in the morning of the 28th when we're still going. We'll be actually celebrating the actual 51 years of Stonewall.
That's incredible. So you have queens from other cities that are going to be virtually joining as well.
Right. We have the Strut Bar in California. We're going live to. We have a sound stage in Connecticut / New York, where most of our New York queens are coming to. We were going with Dallas. As you can imagine, with this pandemic and the phases and the cities, this has really been a crazy uh, uh, um, adventure. And
Right.
we're still adding to it because of that. We originally was going to go to Dallas, and then they're not going to be able to open in time. So now we're going to Galveston. We were originally going to Tampa, but they're not going to be able to open in time. So now we're going to Orlando. And so we're still filling in stuff. But it plans on being a great day of live entertainment. We also have Ty Herndon from Nashville, who is going to do a 30-minute set for us here in Nashville, along with the Playgirls. we're bringing in. We're also going to do, because I can't get everybody to a live stage. I've got people like Dina Jacobs, who has been around for years and years and years and a pioneer in this, and she has just released a book, and so we're going to go live to her, and then we're going to show her book and stuff. So it's not just live entertainment. It's kind of going to be talking with, catching up with people. All of our reigning queens like Miss Gay America, Miss Continental, we're going to go live with them, and then we're going to talk about what they're doing now and stuff, and then we're going to show their winning talents. I'm trying to get in touch with Brooklyn Heights now, because she's starting Canada's Drag Race, and of course, she got her big start. And after being Miss Continental here at Play, she was here so it'd be great to be able to, be at Play and contact her, especially with everything that's going wonderful in her life. She's going to be the host of Canada's Drag Race now.
That's crazy. Yeah. So are you going to have any live audience at Play, or are you just using the stage and the equipment there, and then you're going to have people join virtually?
Once again, we were supposed to be in phase 3, and if we're in phase 3, we're going to have live. But if we don't make it to phase 3, we're going to kind of do a studio audience type thing. Of course, Tribe is open, so we're thinking that maybe when we go live, we can pull some people over from Play, just so that we have some people in the audience. But there again, it all depends on what phase we're in.
Right. Now, will people be able to tip the queens or make donations or anything like that? Or given your, yeah.
Yeah. It's a $10 streaming fee. That's for all day long. We had originally we're originally only going to charge $5, but with this month being such a monumental month and things happening so crazy, we decided to add another $5 to it, so that we could also give money to Black Lives Matter and transgender charities. So now the money will be divided between National Drag Museum, Black Lives Matter, trans charities, and the girls who work. And then also the girls, as they work, their Cash Apps, their PayPals will go across the screen too, so they can be tipped out.
Awesome. And so who can we expect? Who will we know, and who will we discover that we may not know already at this event?
Well, I tell you, there's a great bar, the Strut Bar in California. It's a wonderful little bar, but the queens there, I don't know if anybody knows them, but I'll tell you, they're as far as us Southern people, I don't know if, because I don't know them, but I've watched some of their work and they're amazing. But along with that, we're adding Shay Larice to them. And adding some people to their club that are more nationally known. We've got Miss America and Miss Gay America 2020 and 2019 coming out of New York. Amy DeMilo in Florida, along with the Mary's cast. We have the Mary's cast in Galveston, which includes Daisy Love Blake and a bunch of wonderful people down there too. And right now I'm still today working with Mary's in St. Louis, and if I get that will be Danielle Hunter and the cast from there.
And as far as the Nashville girls, who all is so far committed?
We have the Misfits, which is Jordan, Jaden, and then Jaden Joy Pierce. Who else? Who's else?
Mac may as well say hello to everybody.
Come on, Mac. Come on in here, Mac. Come on in here, girl.
I'm just trying to help in the background, be supportive.
Come on.
Well, say hi to everybody.
Is that the better side?
Come on, it don't matter. Come on.
You got to get there. You go.
Mac is my assistant, and she's awesome. She's helped me through this whole pandemic and working on this whole thing. So, Mac, tell us about some of the Nashville people that are coming.
All right, so our Nashville people, like you said, is the Misfits. They were formerly the Disc and Divas, but they are stepping out into a new realm. That is Jaden Dior Fierce from our RuPaul Drag Race. It is Sapphire Milan and Venus Shannon. It will also, of course, include the Playmates. We have Jordan Allen, my former Mr. US of A, Mr. Esquire, Mr. Everything. We have D-Love Savion, that's also a former Mr. Everything, and our list is continuing. So we are in
Fabulous.
discussions of adding a few more folks to our list from both Nashville and hopefully Atlanta.
That's awesome. That's
Yeah.
awesome. Thank you for that, Mac.
Thank
And
you.
Pride ghost there flickering in and out. The ghost of Pride future. Uh,
Exactly. We're all learning with this Zoom stuff, you know?
oh yeah. Oh yeah. So okay. So tell us how do people get their pass and join, and what online venues will they be able to watch it through?
We're actually going to a streaming company. We're doing it to a
Okay.
streaming company so that we make sure that everything is perfect. We had decided originally for sure that we weren't going to use Facebook Live. And then we had talked about using a couple of other things, but we've actually come down and we got a great company that's working with us. We will have their link up on our page by tomorrow night, and people will be able to start buying tickets. We had it up, but we changed it because we decided to add, the extra money and the for Black Lives Matter and trans charities. So we've taken it back down and putting it back up. It should be back up tomorrow. It's like I said, it's $10. If you start saving today, if you play Sarah McLaughlin in the background, I'll tell you that if you save $1.25 a day between now and then, you can pay for it, and you can have $5 to tip your favorite drag queen during the day.
Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, well, now what is your website so that people can go see that when it's ready to purchase?
It'll go on. It'll be on the Facebook page. We're actually sending everything to the Facebook event page. It just seems to be easier than that. We've got rainbowcelebration.com and nationaldragmuseum.com, but it seemed like when we were talking with everybody, it just seems that it's easier for them to go through Facebook and go to our event page.
Okay, well, we will definitely link to that event page below, and also
That'd be
provide
perfect.
a link to the organizations so that people can check out it a little more. Is there anything else that you have to share with our audiences at this point?
I just basically want to tell everybody that we've really tried to do this, to make this a fun event, and to also be able to celebrate Pride. As someone who's been out since high school and who's been involved in a lot of Pride in my life, I didn't want us to go 2020 without having some way to celebrate. And I hope that everybody enjoys it. I hope you have a good time. I hope it's not too expensive for anybody to participate. And I hope that we get to make some money for not only the Drag Museum, but for the causes that are going on currently in our crazy system right now, our crazy nation.
That's great. I know that you were disappointed that you got your parade back for 1 year, and then they took Pride away from you. So I figured you'd come up with something to.
Yeah, I mean, we had the. Oh, by the way, thanks for the great picture in the magazine, the float last year. We really worked hard on that, and we wanted to come back, with the parade and show our stuff. And I think we did. So I'm hoping with this year, we're even though we might not be marching down the streets, of course. Some of us have been marching down the streets with other things, but
Yes,
even though we're not marching down the street as Pride, I hope this helps celebrate the weekend.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Ron, and thank you, Nashville. Look for a rainbow celebration coming in just about 10 days.
Yes.